The Battle of Gaugamela, fought on October 1, 331 BC, was the ultimate showdown between Alexander the Great and Darius III of Persia. Alexander, the ambitious king of Macedon, had already defeated Darius once at Issus, and now sought to conquer the entire Persian Empire. Darius, desperate to stop Alexander, assembled a massive army and chose the flat plains near Gaugamela, modern-day Iraq, to maximize his chariots and cavalry. The battlefield was meticulously prepared, cleared of obstacles to favor Persian tactics. Alexander rejected Darius's peace offers, determined to rule all of Persia. This was more than a battle. It was a clash of civilizations, Greek innovation versus Persian tradition. The outcome would decide the fate of the known world. As dawn broke, two armies faced each other, knowing the future of empires hung in the balance. The stage was set for history's most decisive clash. At the heart of Gaugamela were two leaders: Alexander, a military genius driven by ambition and destiny, and Darius, a ruler fighting to save his empire. Alexander, just 20, inspired fierce loyalty by leading from the front and taking bold risks. His motivation was a mix of revenge, glory, and a belief in his own greatness. Darius, in contrast, was an administrator thrust into war, relying on Persia's vast resources and traditional might. He hoped sheer numbers would crush the Macedonian threat. Alexander's adaptability and charisma set him apart, while Darius clung to conventional strategies. The battle would test not just armies but the very wills of these two kings. One fought to expand a legacy, the other to preserve a crumbling empire. Their destinies would be decided on the plains of Gaugamela. The Persian army, possibly over 100,000 strong, was a diverse force of cavalry, infantry, chariots, and even war elephants. Darius's strength lay in his cavalry and terrifying scythed chariots designed to break enemy lines. Alexander's force, though only about 47,000, was highly trained and disciplined. The Macedonian phalanx, armed with long pikes, formed an unbreakable center. Alexander's elite companion cavalry, which he led personally, was his decisive weapon. The Persians aimed to envelop the Macedonians, while Alexander relied on coordination and timing. Both sides prepared for a single decisive encounter. The fate of empires would be decided by the quality, not just the quantity, of their armies. As battle began, Alexander executed a daring oblique advance, shifting his army right to stretch the Persian line and avoid the chariots' prepared ground. Darius responded by sending his cavalry to outflank Alexander, but this opened a crucial gap in the Persian center. The Persian scythed chariots charged, but Macedonian light troops neutralized them with javelins and clever maneuvering. With the Persian left engaged and the chariots defeated, Alexander saw his moment. He led his companion cavalry in a wedge formation straight into the gap near Darius. The Macedonian phalanx pinned the Persians, while Alexander's cavalry struck like a hammer. Darius, seeing Alexander charging toward him, panicked and fled. The Persian center collapsed, and the rest of the army soon followed. Alexander's tactics and timing had shattered a much larger force. The battle was won in a single, brilliant stroke. Gaugamela ended Persian dominance and marked the rise of Alexander as master of Asia. Darius escaped but was soon betrayed and killed, ending the Achaemenid dynasty. Alexander marched unopposed into Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis, seizing immense wealth and power. The victory ushered in the Hellenistic age, spreading Greek culture across the former Persian Empire. Cities like Alexandria became centers of learning and innovation. Gaugamela is still studied as a masterpiece of strategy and leadership. The battle marked the end of one era and the birth of another, shaping the course of history. Alexander's vision and audacity changed the world forever,